gorgeous. I can see what you mean. It's a big space, really. What are your plans then, do you think, when it comes to renovating this place?
Mostly just we want to put a couch in that corner so that we have a bit of an area when you're in the kitchen.
What's your biggest kind of issue with this space then? Your biggest concerns? Obviously, we're not going to do a kitchen reno today, but what can we help you with, do you think?
Definitely the lighting. It's quite dull in here, given the patio we have out the back.
I mean, you could knock that wall through and open up your blinds there, and that would bring light in.
Yeah.
But then you're going to lose a heap of bench space.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of ideas up my sleeve I think might be able to help cast some light onto this issue.
Yeah.
See what I
See
did
what
there?
you did there, yeah.
That's 10 seasons there. So do you mind letting me loose? You make a cup of tea maybe, and I'll go and get to work on bringing some natural light into your kitchen.
Definitely.
Sounds like a plan.
It's such a beautiful day today, and we want to get some of the sunlight from outside into that kitchen, because daylight not only improves the space, it can also help improve your mood as well. Now, there is a solution to not having to have a huge void in your ceiling and a piece of glass. So all that's only just going to make your kitchen turn into an oven itself. And I know just the guy who can give us a hand. Hey, Brett.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good, very well.
Can you help us with a bit of a scenario? So we've got Gavin and Alana's house here, single story. Their kitchen is very dull. They don't have a massive budget, so we can't really put a big void in and a huge skylight.
Well, we have the perfect option for them. Our product is quite small, but it's got all this technology in the dome that redirects the light down through a very shiny tube, and we can actually take the light long distances, but it'll bring in a whole bunch of light in that kitchen area and really pack some punch.
So you're literally bouncing the light from the sky and flooding the area with a natural light, all without having to put a big void in your roof.
Exactly right. The diffuser that sits in the bottom, it spreads it out beautifully throughout the room and gives it a nice consistent light.
This is amazing. So we're going to put one in for these guys today. Now you've got like the new version out. We're going to put this one in today because you can actually control, not the sun, but you can control the light, right?
Exactly right. So it's just a little switch that sits on your wall and just opens and closes the unit so you can adjust it to what you want.
The thing with a normal skylight is you have a big piece of glass in your ceiling, which is then going to concentrate the heat from the sun and heat their kitchen, which is not what we want, because this is the energy saving episode, not having to cool the place down. So are we going to get the same heat effect with the solar tube?
Not at all. That's the best thing about the solar tube product. We actually have some patented tube technology that as the rays hit the side of the tube, it actually absorbs the heat out of the product so it doesn't come into the home.
So is this relatively hassle-free? I mean, the install, I guess, is just like putting a whirlybird on your roof, yeah?
Yeah, look, it's going to be very, very quick installation, typically about 2 hours for a standard installation.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
And no ongoing running costs or anything like that?
No, not at all. Basically, you put it in and just lights up the space during the day.
This is genius. I can't wait to see the difference this makes, mate.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too.
Well, we might come back a little later in the show and find out how all of this is looking. So until then, we'll take a quick break and we're back with more Healthy Homes Australia in just a few moments.
Gonna be just fine. We still stand.
Welcome back to Healthy Homes Australia. Now, this week we are at home with Alana and Gavin, the beautiful house in the suburbs, and they are working hard to stick it to the big power companies and try and save some money off their power bills. Part of their big problem is having to have lights on the entire day inside the kitchen because it's really dull and really dark. So we earlier in the show started to install a new skylight from Solar Tube. Now this is basically a huge reflective tube that uses some of the world's most reflective technology inside the tube to bounce light from the sky down the tube and into the kitchen. Mate, it is looking amazing in there actually. It's so bright. It's made such a difference. You happy with this install?
Yeah, very happy with the installation. It went very smoothly, only took us about 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And the kitchen looks great, nice and bright.
It does, and I noticed that there's a little controller I've been mucking around with there, so you can actually control the brightness and dim it down a little bit as well.
Yep. So it's got a little solar panel that sits just next to the dome and it charges up the unit, and you've got your little remote that just opens a couple of baffles that opens and close, and you can dim it just almost like a dimmer electric light.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go inside now and show these two their shiny new skylight, and I'll feed back and let you know if they love it. I'm pretty sure that they will. So here it is. It comes with a bit of a remote control, which is really cool. It's like a classy tile, really. It lets the sun in. How good's that?
Such
That's
a big
incredible.
difference, yeah.
These are brilliant. Remember, they are invented here in Australia. You've got a great website you can jump on and find out the prices, how this all works, and how to get one installed at your place if you just jump onto solartube.com.au. Well, guys, that is it. We made it to the end of the show. It's been a big day, hasn't it?
It has.
It's been really good.
Are you ready for a little nana nap?
Yes, I feel like that actually.
Well, it's been great. Any highlights of the day for you guys?
Definitely the steam oven, the convection oven as well. That was
And
very
having the
cool.
solar tube installed.
Yeah.
And just a $700 savings.
Yes.
No big deal. Pat on the back for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.